Hey man, I am never dating a female with a baby daddy ever again in life. Them bitches don't be gay for real. They baby daddy or they ex probably just hurt them, so they try to run to the quickest thing that they can find. Let me tell y'all my story. So most of y'all probably know I was going with the girl cooking with Kayla B. Kayla. We ain't together no more. Because we was having some type of issues, shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Let me tell you what I caught this bitch doing. Before I even get all into that, I'm gonna tell y'all how we met. So I'm a hairstylist. I do hair, I do locks and stuff. And I knew her sister because her sister used to go with one of my friends. She fakes like she wants to get her hair done because she seen my Instagram page and shit. So I finally do her hair, you know what I'm saying? My partner on the low tell me like she wanna mess with me and shit. And I was like, okay, she cute, I'll mess with her. So, you know, we start chopping it up. Normally I don't even fuck with people with hair I do because I just feel like that's too risky. But this time I just chose to. So we chop it up and shit, you know. Got a little conversation going. She get to telling me about how she was married and she moved out to Texas because she's from Alabama, but she moved out to Texas to get away from her baby daddy. So I'm like, okay. The whole time I'm thinking like they not together and none of this shit. So I ain't gonna lie, we end up, you know, doing what we doing and shit. And she was sending me shit on Instagram, and I guess like the dude knew her like password. So the nigga started going crazy. I mean crazy, like constantly calling her, blowing her up, doing all this crazy shit, even messaging me, all this shit. Whole time I'm like, man, why this dude messaging me? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So that should have been red flag number one, because they was going back and forth. And me, I'm the type of motherfucker, like, I'm not finna get into it with nobody over no female. That's just not how I operate. Like, it's just too many females out here in the world for me to be, you know what I'm saying, getting into it with a nigga, or excuse me, a person over a female. So, you know what I'm saying, I let them do their little thing, but dude kept messing with me, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm petty. I start going back and forth with him, but I ain't really pressed for real, you feel me? So, yeah, that goes on for a little bit. Meanwhile, you know, we getting closer and closer. So, you know, like I said, she ends up moving with me and shit, which was fine, because, you know, us gay folks, we move fast and shit. So, you know what I'm saying, everything was good for like a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? So I say like year 3 we was together, shit just got bad for me. I ain't gonna even cap y'all. Like, I wasn't even like getting no money for real or none of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went through a little period. And like, she the type of motherfucker that wants you to just like take care of her type shit. Like, pay all the bills, pay for the fun, do all this other extra shit. And I told her from the jump, like, that ain't something I can do, you know what I'm saying? Because it's you plus 2 more. Like, it was just me and her then, you know, whatever. But it ain't that. So, boom. We started getting into it. Shit like that. Mind you, I think like year 1, this girl like cheats on me with her baby daddy. I ain't even never told nobody this shit. I let that shit slide because I'm just like, you know what? Whatever, like, shit happens. I get it. Y'all been together since y'all was kids. So, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, I've never cheated on this girl. I never did nothing to this girl. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. We getting into it and shit. Like, I'm going to skip on to year 4. We getting into it. You know what I'm saying? So, she tells me, like, she don't want to be with me no more. And me, I'm in love with the girl. I'm telling her, like, man, let's work this out, da-da-da-da. And she, no. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my people about it. They like, oh, something ain't right with that and shit. So, whatever. So, we fast forward. She, all of a sudden, she going back and forth to Alabama. Because, you know, she's from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So, I ends up going through her iPad. No, I ain't even say that first. She calls me and tells me that her baby daddy girlfriend, which is the girl that he done had 2 kids by since they done been broke up, then came to her hotel and pretty much tried to open her door. So she telling me like, yeah, I told him to come over there to see the kids before we go back to Texas and shit. I'm like, okay, well, you know, she was tripping because I'm thinking, you know, the nigga just came to see the kids. So we fast forward. I go through her motherfucking iPad. They been the whole time. I'm like, damn. Okay, so at this point, I'm gone. Because like I ain't never cheated on you, you know what I'm saying? I had a little fucked up situation. It's cool, but I ain't never did you wrong. You know, I loved you, love the kids, you know, love your family, all that shit. So yeah. Basically, I'm saying all this shit to say is don't trust no female with a baby daddy. Like, me personally, from this point, I'm not fucking with no female that got kids, no baby daddy or nothing. And side note, she don't like y'all. I don't care what she say or do on the internet. She doesn't like y'all. And that's just what it is. I ain't gonna go too much into detail, but she don't like y'all. Y'all support her, whatever, do it. But I'm telling y'all, she don't fuck with y'all. Like, for real. I know she probably gonna get on here and say whatever about me. I don't give a fuck. Say what you gotta say, baby. Cause, hey, if it's some true shit, I say it's some true shit. But I know she don't fuck with y'all. She talk about everybody. Like, for real. If you think you her friend, you're not. I swear you're not her friend.